Reason. Reason. The reason.
Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Kortensia. First up, the weather forecast. Today, it's partly sunny with a 40% or moderate chance of showers. High, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and a low of 68 degrees. Well, it looked pretty sunny outside today, so would you still recommend the umbrellas?
I wouldn't recommend the umbrellas at all. I'm loving the weather.
Okay, good stuff.
All right, so what do you do, to get ready? What's your morning routine, Kortensia?
I wake up at 5. I do my devotion. Then I have to get up, maybe have to do some dishes, if I didn't do them the night before. Then I drink some coffee with lemon in it. And then I just listen to something motivational, and then I just start.
Wow, how long does that take you?
2 hours.
Wow.
Literally.
I like that you put the get ready part to the end of it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll share with you mine later. It's a whole lot shorter. That being said, we're moving on to the latest right now. And this first story comes from SKNIS. Law enforcement in St. Kitts and Nevis is reporting an improved 43% in the rate of detected crime for 2021, the highest number in the past 20 years. The internationally accepted crime detection rate is 33%. Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, shared the news on Thursday, February 10th, 2022, during his first press conference of the year. He reported that the figure is an improvement over the 40% and 39.3% detection rate in 2019 and 2020, respectively. Additionally, it was noted that there were 13 homicides in 2021. 10 years ago, 2011, a record number of 35 homicides were recorded. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris stated, quote, "The police will aim to reduce this figure to single digits in the near future through intelligence-led proactive policing and improved community policing," end quote. He continued, "The successful build-out of programs in support of our Alternative Lifestyle Pathway program, the Explorers Club, and better utilization of resources such as our CCTV monitoring system and forensic lab will complement our efforts in sustaining reductions in major crimes," end quote. So seemingly good initiative here. We're getting down in the numbers. I really want to see that number reach to zero.
Zero indeed. And now on to our second story. Cardi to assess success of shipping container farming in St. Kitts and Nevis. This from the Cardi press release. The Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute is looking to conduct further feasibility assessment which focus on the conversion of shipping containers to agricultural production systems in St. Kitts. Cardi representative in St. Kitts and Nevis, Christian Fleming, made the announcement while recently speaking with the Media and Communications Unit in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources. Fleming said, "We are again using the shipping container, retrofitting with hydroponics and vertical agriculture. In 2022, we want to look at the feasibility of this system. At the end of the day, it can look nice and sound very nice, but if it is not feasible, economically feasible, then we may not have any major success with the concept. So in 2022, we are looking at the feasibility of this model and also looking at the alternative energy reduction measures. Mr. Fleming noted that one of the challenges using this farming system stems from the ability to keep the container cool. The vertical hydroponic farm designs are built entirely inside a shipping container to offer farmers a solution to several problems, including the unavailability of land, pests, and climatic challenges.
Oh, yes, really interesting indeed. All right, so we're moving on to the last story. We seem to be rattling off these stories today. Oh, yes, number 3. Postal Services in Nevis rebounds, an automated system now online, and this coming from Win Media. The COVID-19 pandemic tremendously affected posts on the island of Nevis, but it also allowed for positive developments in the sector, indicated the Honorable Spencer Brand. In a conversation with the Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, during the program On the Mark, Brand acknowledged that posts was one of the hardest hit sectors since the pandemic because of the airlift situation. He explained that it was not only challenging for Nevis, but for St. Kitts and Nevis in general and other countries in the region. Brand reported that a lot of mail originating in Europe and to some extent the United States were significantly affected, resulting in a downturn in volume of mails and packages. However, he informed that the Nevis Post Office was able to push on through by bringing online its automated system successfully. Despite the downturn in the volume of mails and packages, the minister with responsibility for post said, quote, "We've seen some signs of rebounding in those areas," end quote. So, all in all, good news.
Good news indeed.
And that being said, we'll be back in a minute with more of Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Sometime back there, my friend them Cluster and Carol give me a gift certificate to go Nature's Touch Spa at New Road Housing Development. Why, one of the best full body massage I ever get. They also do facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, prenatal massage, body scrubs, even house calls. Now I hear every Tuesday you could get a full body massage for only $100. I say what? I call one time and book an appointment. 465-2733, 664-2126, 663-0650.
And we're back on Good Morning SKN. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. Now for the regional news. Haiti Prime Minister says he's willing to hand over assassination suspects to U.S. This from the WinFM Media. Prime Minister Dr. Ariel Henry said he will support sending suspects held in connection with the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse to the United States for the trial if requested by American law enforcement agencies. In an interview with the Miami Herald newspaper over the last weekend, Henry, who again detained any involvement in the death of Moïse, said if the Americans made a request for the extradition of the suspects, they will have the full cooperation of the nation. President Moïse was shot and killed at his private residence on July 7th last year. Since then, a number of people, including former Colombian military officers as well as Haitian Americans, have been detained in connection with the murder. The United States Justice Department has charged 2 people, including a Haitian-Chilean citizen, with conspiring to commit murder or kidnapping outside of the U.S.
And turning now to international news, Trudeau invokes emergency powers in response to trucker protests from the BBC. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has invoked an emergency measure for the first time in the country's history to give his government more power to respond to ongoing anti-government trucker protests. In a news conference on Monday afternoon, Trudeau said he was invoking the Emergencies Act, which allows the federal government to take, quote, special temporary measures, unquote, for a period of 30 days during national emergencies. Canadian truckers protesting in Ottawa appear set to stay end of list. The federal government has invoked the Emergencies Act to supplement provincial and territorial capacity to address the blockades and occupations. Trudeau told reporters, quote, I want to be very clear, the scope of these measures will be time-limited, geographically targeted, as well as reasonable and proportionate to the threats they are meant to address. The Emergencies Act will be used to strengthen and support law enforcement agencies at all levels across the country, end quote. There you have it for the latest. We will be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN.
Next, please.
Good morning, Mommy. How are we today?
We are okay. I brought in Bobby to get her first HPV vaccine to secure her from this cancer-causing menace. I'm just trying to make sure my girls have a chance at enjoying life, you know?
You look unsure about something. Are you okay?
I'm a little nervous. My boyfriend found a lump here the other day, and now I'm freaking out.
I understand how you feel, but let's take care of Bobby first. First, let me explain about this vaccine, the HPV vaccine. The HPV vaccine protects both boys and girls. This vaccine can prevent most cases of cervical cancer and some cases of sexually transmitted infections. Mommy, that's it for Bobby. Can we talk privately for a few minutes? It's really good that you told me about your boyfriend finding the lump. I'm glad that you weren't too scared. Mommy, when was the last checkup? Which includes your breast examination and the pap smear.
Honestly, I don't know anything about pap smears. Is that something you do during childbirth? Because if that's the case, I would have done it twice, right?
A pap smear is an examination of your vagina and pelvis area. It should be done for females between the ages 18 to 69 at least once a year. The World Health Organization recommends that the doctor or nurse that is doing the examination remove the cells from the cervix and check for any abnormal cells, cancer, and the human papillomavirus, which causes cervical cancer. If females get regular tests, anything unusual or abnormal can be treated and seen in its early stages. The girls are being vaccinated before age 30 to reduce the risk of getting cervical cancer. Women tested early and girls vaccinated can help us end cervical cancer. Don't be afraid. It's a simple examination which will be over very soon. Come on, let's get tested.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Has anyone ever touched you here? here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me
Let
go!
go what? Yeah, let's see what we at. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
Every day mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
Good morning, SKN. Our loyal viewers know how much we love to have fun. So today is no different in the continuation of Black History Month. We will be playing Guess That Black Icon. Our team has gathered photos of some famous black icons as young children, and we will have to guess who they are. So let's play.
Let's play. As long as there are no pictures of you and me up there, you know.
I
'cause
know.
I don't think we're icons. We're definitely
Hey,
not
we
iconic.
could be icons, but... Ooh.
I hear an ooh.
Who do you think it is?
I know who it's not. It's definitely not Al Sharpton.
Hey, we can't say that. Maybe. It just might be him. I am going to go for Malcolm X.
Malcolm X? Okay,
Yeah.
that's your first. Do we know who it is? The suspense is mounting.
It looks
we're
like
giving our viewers at
him.
home a chance
The
to guess as
face, the eyes.
Like Malcolm X.
Obama! Oh my God!
Who was that?
Obama!
Oh, really?
Oh.
Well, it's in black
Do you
and
see
white,
it
so
still?
that-
Do you see it though?
No.
I honestly see Malcolm X.
Oh, yeah. So,
Wow.
Well, now we know we're going to get to the next one.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. I don't think that's his name.
Who do you think it is?
Wow. This is obvious that I need a history lesson.
I'm gonna try Malcolm X again.
You're going to try Malcolm X again?
I'm gonna just be Malcolm X in it today.
I'm just going to throw it out there and say Al Sharpton. It's my second choice.
Oh my God. What? No. Oh, now I see the face.
Now you see the face, but where's the hair?
He wasn't dread then. He was just a Rasta on the inside.
Oh, I see.
He wasn't just dread yet to be a Rasta, you
You
know?
guys are making this difficult,
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
My gosh.
And who's next? Oh.
Ooh. Louis Farrakhan.
That's a boy? All right. I'm seeing partial snippets here. so
Louis
that's fine.
Farrakhan. I'm sticking to that one.
Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Colin Powell.
No! When I decide to change from Malcolm X, I get caught.
Now this is when you're supposed to do it.
Oh my gosh.
This is so interesting.
Sheesh. This game is harder than I thought.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Very. That famous black icon. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, I was gonna say Marcus Garvey. I was looking from the side.
No, he looks the same actually.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He looks the same.
This is harder than I
There's
thought.
hope for us, Kortensia. There's hope, guys.
Oh, I know that one. I'm not going to no back no bus. I think Harriet Tubman.
Well, you would be thinking Rosa Parks. So I think that's
Rosa
where you're
Parks,
going.
my bad. Why did I
Harriet
say
Tubman
that?
was
Oh my
on my mind,
gosh.
but I really don't think that those images would have been so lifelike back then. And she still has not changed, right?
Yeah, no, you look at it. You see her face.
So the next time we play this game, we're gonna cheat beforehand, right?
We are
We're not
gonna
let them
cheat.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, we know who this is. Harpo Productions Studios.
Oprah
Oprah
Winfrey. That face has not changed. I can't get this one wrong at all. Still got the big hair, the big smile, and the big eyes.
I can.
That's me
That
when
is
I was
Rihanna.
younger, but it is Rihanna.
That's Rihanna. That was you when you were younger. Wow, awesome.
People often say I look like her, but then I have to remind them she looks like me because she's younger. Yeah. And plus we got a lot in common. Our mom is from Guyana. My mom is from Guyana.
Oh, I see.
And my dad has roots in Barbados, but he's Guyanese as well.
I'm going
So
to
we
ask
got
her
plenty in
child's
common.
expected father if you have that in common.
No.
You have a lot in common. Just saying.
No. This one is easy. Her face has not changed. Ooh. I think this is the lady from the back of the bus. This is Rosa Parks. I'm sticking to
You
it.
know what? I'm just going to hitchhike on your answer right now. Piggyback on it, yeah.
Yep. I remember this picture. Ooh. That looks like Pharrell.
It does look like Pharrell because he's happy.
Ooh.
Is he happy in that shot? It doesn't look too happy.
It looks like Tupac Shakur. Oh, it's Pharrell. Oh,
It's
ooh.
Pharrell.
I almost
That
lost
does
my
not look
answer.
like Tupac Shakur. No. Somebody get Kortensia some glasses.
But I said Pharrell first, but then if you look at it from a different angle, you kind of see a little Tupac-ish without the high
Really?
top.
Nah.
Yes.
No. No. Hashtag no. Hashtag Jazzy. Yeah, I was going to say Jazzy
Nah,
Jeff
nah, 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 nah,
Association.
nah. Getting
Will
jiggy
Smith.
with it, Will Smith.
Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
And this is not a singing show, right?
The Fresh Prince of
It's not a singing game. Yeah, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, definitely. All right, so that was that was some fun. Name that black icon. Seriously, have to go back to my history books.
Yeah.
Pop culture in there made it good. All right, that being said, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment, so stay tuned, everyone.
Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Shake. Drop to the ground and take a little cover under a table or strong furniture. Kneel. Bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg or desk, please. Hands. Behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter to hang on to, remain in a place till the shaking's through now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects could drop. You could damage yourself. Cabinet and bookcases may also fall. Light fixtures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly in your face. Kneel or sit on the ground. Cover your head and remember every word that I say. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave. Tsunami, wave. Tsunami, wave. Tsunami. Drop. Everybody now. Drop. I wanna see you now. Cover your head. Cover your head. Drop. Say everybody now. Tsunami. I want you to put up all your hands. Tsunami. I want you to put up all your flags. Tsunami. Yeah. Tsunami. Yeah. Tsunami. Do not go home without permission. Stay and wait for help and instructions. Do not go down by the sea to watch the action. Just to talk about what has happened. In science lab, chemicals may drop. Exit only after shaking has stopped. Do not panic, everything will be fine. Don't use the phone line at this time. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
So you mentioned something about a lump.
Babe, I just felt something on the left side of your breast. Tell me if you feel it.
Do you do your self-breast examinations monthly?
No, I don't.
Well, women are supposed to examine their breasts once monthly. Let me show you how. When at home, You can check while standing in the shower or while lying down. Simply place a pillow under your right shoulder and your right arm behind your head. Using your left hand, move the pads of your fingers around your right breast, gently covering the entire breast area and armpit. Use light, medium, and firm pressure. Squeeze the nipple and check for discharge and lumps. I did find a lump in the upper left breast. I am not sure what this means. Therefore, I need to refer you to the DMO, or you can see your private physician. The doctor is going to examine you and recommend an ultrasound or a mammogram. Listen, not every lump is cancer. 80 to 85% of the time, the lumps found are benign. That means they are non-cancerous. Lumps in the female breast or armpit can be non-cancerous tissue growth or fluid buildup, or a number of things that can present themselves at various times. But sometimes it's a sign of cancer. That is why I am referring you to see the doctor.
Okay, nurse. Thanks for your help.
Good afternoon. And to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit today?
Good afternoon. After finding a lump, I visited the health center to see the nurse, and she found a lump as well. Doc, do you think this is the big C? I shouldn't have cancer. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Nobody in my family has ever had cancer.
Slow down, not so fast. Not every lump of the breast is cancerous. The breast goes through a number of changes. It can be a piece of fatty tissue or some other non-cancerous lump of the breast. Either way, I'll have to examine you first to make sure.
Okay. I did not know I was supposed to examine my breast myself.
Yes, the self-breast examination is very revealing. It is the first step in diagnosis. It is important to self-examine your breasts once monthly after you've had your period. That way, you would know how your normal healthy breasts feel and be able to detect any changes early. If any abnormality is detected, there are more defining tests such as the ultrasound and/or mammogram.
Mammogram? No, I've heard that mammogram thing hurts badly.
I'm sure that most of what you've heard about the mammograms are exaggerated encounters. Here's the referral. Take it to the facility. Before the exam begins, you will have to fill out a short pre-test questionnaire. Let the doctor know if there's a possibility of pregnancy. Leave jewelry at home and wear loose, comfortable clothing. Don't wear deodorant, talcum powder, or lotion under your arms or on your breasts, as these may appear on the mammogram and interfere with correct diagnosis. During the exam, each breast is compressed horizontally between two plates for imaging, and then diagonally for further imaging as needed. So how was the experience?
It's not what I expected. My teenage sister found a lump in her breast. Should she get a mammogram too?
All lumps of the breast and changes should be investigated. A mammogram is recommended once a year for every woman aged 40 and over, even younger if there's a family history.
Oh, gee. Women have to endure a lot.
Men have to check their breasts too. Yes, some men do get breast cancer too. So remember, get checked today. Early detection saves lives.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week?
He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though.
Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
I'm here to say kids, Nevis, with the name for us I represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols in a time like this. All for one for all. St. Kitts Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface of the places you go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mask up, furlough, sanitize. Observe the protocols all about. Be wise. Mask up, furlough, sanitize. Me family fitting boat. And you. Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittitian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love think it's bad. Easy no man.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though.
Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened? The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and he kissed me. I was so shocked, I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here. Morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
And welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Sunday, February the 13th was World Radio Day. This commemorates one of the oldest and widely consumed mediums of communication. Earlier this month, in St. Kitts and Nevis, Amateur Radio Society, or SKNARS, held elections for the first time in the organization's history. A female dominated the executive. Power to the woman was installed. 3 females were elected on the new board to serve the St. Kitts Amateur Radio Society for the next 2 years. One of such female is Miss Patricia Isaac Williams, who was elected president. Today we welcome Mistress Patricia Isaac Williams to Good Morning SKN to learn about her involvement in the SKN Amateur Radio Society. Good morning, Patricia, and welcome.
Good morning.
First off, congratulations. And what were your thoughts being elected as president?
Good morning. Thoughts were all over the place, actually.
Okay.
I was teased about being elected. I didn't think they would actually go through in doing it. So when it actually took place, I was, at awe. But at the same time, I just thank them for having that confidence to give me that position.
Lovely,
Well, congratulations indeed. I'm ignorant of this, so I didn't even know that the organization existed. And now I'm learning through your involvement, of course, that it's a nonprofit organization as well. How did it get started?
Being fairly new to the society as well, I am learning some of the background history of the society. I learned that in 1973, a few guys came together and decided to form the society. At that time, it was about six persons. Being one of the countries that was part of the British, they were given what they call a call sign, which started with VP2. But upon our independence in '83, that was changed to V4. Hence the reason our call signs are now beginning with the V44, which represents St. Kitts. We are part of an international organization called the IARU, which is the International American Radio Union. And it's amateur radio is an international, worldwide hobby, put it that way. Because it's a hobby of people, but we come together to try and share that hobby with others and try to get others to become involved in it as well. The society was formally became existent in April of '73 is where it actually became more founded, and then was licensed and everything to have the name with St. Kitts Nevis and Will Amateur Radio. But then since Angola is now being independent from St. Kitts, we are now just renaming it, not changing the society, but just having it as the St. Kitts Nevis Amateur Radio Society.
So to follow up on what you just said, you said in 1973 it was it just all males?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
been an all-male society for quite some time, for many years, and female now becoming part of it.
Okay.
So we try to encourage more female to become involved.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Tell us the mission statement of SKNARS.
The mission, like I said, I'm fairly new, so I'm still learning a few of the stuff, so I'm not fully aware of the full mission statement, but I know one of our aim is to make the society become more aware.
Okay.
People become more aware of the society here in St. Kitts, because it's been up for 49 years, celebrating 49 years in April. So we are trying to, one of the aim is to have the society be more, person in the community become more aware of the society and be interested in joining it as well.
Okay.
Well, you can add me to your tally, right? Because I'm becoming more aware now of the involvement. Next year's going to be a very big year for you, 50 years. That says a lot.
Yes, and we are working on preparing the celebration.
All right, so what services, I know you said this is a hobby, but are there specific services that you offer to the community, or is it just different people from different walks of life sharing in this hobby?
Well, you have different people from different walks of life, different status quo within the community that is a part of the society. But one of the services that we offer to the community is during what we call our hurricane season.
Okay.
You know, that's during that time, you know, any communication can go out.
All right, Mrs. Williams, we're going to take a very quick break and we'll be back to talk with you more in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
No problem.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the doorway or any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We do apologize for that brief interruption in our programming, but that being said, we are continuing our conversation with Patricia Isaac Williams all about the SKN ARS. All right. So the question that I had for you, knowing that this organization is almost 50 years old, I asked you about the membership of the organization, whether it was just a bunch of random people from all walks of life coming together, you know, sharing in this hobby, or was there more to it? Are there specific services that your organization provides?
Yes. It is different people from different walks of life that is a part of the society. But one of the services that we do provide to the community is during what we call our hurricane season. We know that when the hurricane comes, you know, communication can be lost. With amateur radio, we provide what we call emergency service communication. So we are there as one means of communication. Should communication be lost, we are there to help to provide that service, both within St. Kitts and around the region.
I was going to say around the region, definitely, because we've been blessed in the last few years not to have, you know, those devastating hurricanes.
Amen.
So your organization is actually put to work. That's interesting.
What does the organization motto, Friendship Over the Waves, mean?
That's a good question. It's strange because sometimes you go on the radio, you don't know who you're going to come in contact with.
Okay.
You go on and you just call out your call sign and seeking someone to answer. And you can gain answer from someone anywhere, practically within the world. So, and in communicating with that person, you keep that communication, you end up, you know, becoming friends because you keep communicating with each other. You share what we call QSL cards with each other, you know. So you keep that friendship and you build more and more friends as you speak on the radio. You can speak to people in any part of the world, actually.
For our viewing audience that do not know what's a QSL card, can you expound on that for us?
It's, in amateur radio, it's called a QSL card. In normal life, it's something like what you call a postcard.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, you have a friend in Argentina, and they send you a postcard of maybe a historic site in Argentina. So the QSL card is basically something like that. They send you one with maybe a historic thing and what they have on it with a call sign as well.
Okay.
So it just shows them that you've communicated, and you also would give them what we call your readability, like how they receive you, whether it was well or you had a little, so it all depends. It has a few information on it when you get it.
That sounds so fascinating. It's a new way to communicate. Forget pen pals. Right. So how did you become involved in SKN ARS?
That's a unique history, actually, because my husband was the one who was interested in the training for the radio, because he was always on the radio.
Okay.
But I was just going, finish work, you pick me up, you end up at class. I was just there sitting. It wasn't like I went with the interest to be a part. But I got involved in the training, and here I am today as a licensed
and the
operator
president.
and the
Congratulations again. Yeah.
It's been a interesting journey. Since I received my license, I was the treasurer last year, and I guess based on they're looking at me, they decided, you know what, I'm going to make you president. So here I am today.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, so the other thing that I want to know is, in terms of your reaching out or trying to get the word out to the public, is it a specific focus of yours to get more women involved?
One of the focus is to get the women. There are a few women who have their license, There are a few women out there. So we are trying to get them to become a part of the society. Because sometimes, I know, you have a busy schedule and all of that. Sometimes it's hard to get, but we are seeking to get them more involved in the society so that we can really get the society going more and be more aware to persons as well. So anyone who is interested, is willing, is welcome to come on down for training and to become a part of the society.
Weird though.
Sorry?
You said come on down, but weird.
Well, we currently our current headquarters is located in the Red Cross building. One of our, we are currently located there. We are working on gaining our own headquarters someday. But when we're having our training, we have our training at the Red Cross building.
Okay.
So that's where we do our training at this point.
So what are some of your responsibilities and roles as president?
Well, reside over all the meetings, of course, that you sometimes don't want to be a part of, but you have no choice. You have different committees which you also liaison with to ensure that the committees within the society is working on doing their part to make sure the society get things done.
Yeah, okay.
Signing of the finances, which everyone is very particular about, they be careful about. So, and anything else that comes along. Sometimes you may not even be a part of the president's role, but you just do it because you want it to get done. So.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
Right, so we understand that within your organization, you are referred to as, and I want to make sure I get this right, is it 44 or 44? V44 PAT.
Yes.
What does that mean? I can sense what the PAT means, but what does the rest of it mean?
Like I mentioned to you before, the call sign that was assigned to the society when it was founded was VP2, but it was changed after independence to V4, which represents Bastille or St. Kitts. So V44 is the prefix for St. Kitts. So once you call out on your radio and you say V44, they would have an idea that it's coming from within this part of the world. PAT, of course, is Pat, shortened term for my name, which is Papa Alpha Tango. So if I'm going to call out to someone, I will go on there and I will say, V44, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, this is V44, Papa Alpha Tango. So that person, once they have their radio on, would hear my call, and once they're able to respond, they will then respond to me. There's multiple call signs out there, actually. So for mine as the president, as you know, is V44, Papa Alpha Tango. We have what we call our vice president. His is V44 KHR. We have the treasurer is V44 MOD.
Okay.
Assistant secretary is V44 KEN.
You're good.
The secretary is V44 Lima Whiskey or LW.
Okay.
So each person has their unique call sign, unique to them. So you can.
V44 KMC.
Oh, look at that.
I'm predicting. All right, we'll be back in a moment to continue this discussion. More Good Morning SKN in a flash. Stay tuned.
cash, no car, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me no inna that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are now going to ask Mistress Isaac Williams to show us how she used her ham radio. We know that ham radios are very instrumental during natural disasters. At those times, radio station towers and cell phone towers may go down and they may be literally the only means of communication. Mistress Isaac Williams, show us how your society operates these items.
This is one of our radios. This is called a handheld.
Okay.
As you can see, it's on a frequency which builds to our repeater, which is 146.820. So once it's on that frequency, we'll hit our repeater, and we would be able to communicate back and forth. I can try and reach out to someone for you so that you can see or hear what it's all about. V44 Mike Sierra, this is V44 Papa Alpha Tango, over. Let's see if he's... That's a good try. V44 Mike Sierra, this is V44 Papa Alpha Tango, over. Yes, he's... A pleasant good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today? Roger that. I'm here on Good Morning SKN live. So I'm just reaching out to you so you can say hi to the folks here at Studio 327. Over. Roger that. Thank you very much, Mike Sierra. Do have a wonderful day. 7-3 to you.
So this radio, is this is the one you use particularly when we have hurricanes?
No, this one is more portable. They use what we call a base radio. It's much bigger.
Okay.
Something like this one, but it's a little bigger. You actually just have it a set point.
Okay.
Most persons try to get one that they can move around with.
Okay.
This is the much easier one to walk around with. Most the bigger ones, you would have a lot more stuff because you have to connect your antennas and all of that to them. So those are what we call a base radio, where they keep in what they call a shack. Most men build what they call a shack so that they don't have it in the house great, because you see it has a lot of noise
and feedback.
Right. So it's not necessarily the feedback. It's just because the waves are hit going to the repeater, so you have to wait for it to actually get you to
understood.
before you can come to. Otherwise, it wouldn't hear you once. So if you talk while you're hearing that noise, they wouldn't hear you.
Okay.
So you have to wait until it's completed.
Okay.
It's quite an interesting demo. You have other equipment here, don't you?
Sorry?
You have other equipment here.
Other equipment?
Yes. So that
This is
works
also-
with it.
No, this is a different radio. This one is a portable one as well. This is a portable one. This one you put in your purse, but this one is a portable one as well. It can do the same. It does the same thing this one does.
You said put in my purse, but how do I get the antenna?
Don't encourage her.
Okay. It attaches.
Yes,
Okay,
it
just
can
making
be.
sure because I'm just thinking that
It can be.
work for my
It can be.
purse.
There is a shorter one as well that it comes with, so
Okay,
it
no
can be detached.
If you're missing that after today, you know where it went. Just say. Right. So, Mrs. Isaac Williams, although your election was recently, was recent enough, have you devised any plans for 2022 going forward?
Yes.
That you'd like to share with us?
Sure, no problem. One of my aims, as I mentioned a little earlier, is to try and get us into a more permanent location so we can have an actual headquarters. More permanent, because if at any point we say you have to move, we move where we would go. So we are working on obtaining a permanent headquarters. As I stated, we are also working on putting plans together for our 50th anniversary. One of them is also the awareness to the community so that other persons can become a part of the society. Being a non-profit organization, we try to encourage others to become a part of it. It's a really nice thing to be a part of.
I can tell.
So, Ms. Isaac, what advice can you provide for aspiring women that desire to enter your field?
I would encourage them to go on. It's something, like I said, I didn't think I would be a part of it because it wasn't something that I was involved in prior to going to the training with my husband. But being a part of it, it is something that is real, entertaining, and it offers a lot of insight to a lot of things that you may not be aware of. It allows you to know that you can communicate regardless of where you are. And, in the world, you can communicate with anyone at any point in time. So it's a really nice field to be a part of, and I will encourage anyone and everyone to become a part of it.
Well, thank you so much. This has been informative and, as you rightly said, entertaining. I want you to hold that close to your breast because Kortensia knows now that I can fit it in her purse.
Just saying I can fit that in my purse. I'll just remove the antenna.
Well, she
So I
won't be
always
able
have
to
my
use
little
it
radio.
because she has to be licensed to use it, so she won't be able to use it.
Yes.
So you better go. That being said, Mrs. Williams, thank you so much for stopping by and communicating with us and with the person on the other end who also communicated.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Really engaging. We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Shake. Drop to the ground and take a little cover under a table or strong furniture. Kneel. Bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg or desk, please. Hands behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter to hang on to, remain in a place till the shaking's through now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Let me see Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects to drop, you can damage yourself. Cabinet and bookcases may also fall. Like pictures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly in your face. Kneel or sit on the ground, cover your head and remember every word that I say. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold, stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Tsunami, tsunami, tsunami. Drop, everybody now. Drop. I wanna see you now. Cover your head, cover your head. Drop. Say everybody now. Tsunami. I want you put up all your hands. Tsunami. I want you put up all your flags. Tsunami. 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 Do not go home without permission. Stay and wait for help and instructions. Do not go down by the seat to watch the action. Just to talk about what has happened. In science lab, chemicals may drop. Exit only after shaking has up. Do not panic, everything will be fine. Don't use the phone line at this time. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold, stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake, let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave, tsunami, wave, tsunami, wave, tsunami.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Right now, we are going to delve into another type of radio, the type that honestly has lost its prominent place that it once held in our societies. Most persons now listen to their music, their favorite radio station, or their games via their cell phones. But let's take a look back in our time machine with this game of fact or fiction. All right. So it's all about the radio in honor of it being World Radio Day, which we know World Radio Day. Great, all right? So basically, Kortensia and I have to determine which of the statements are true and which are false, but for that, we won't say true or false. We'll say fact
or fiction. Yeah.
So you get the pronunciation. Awesome.
German scientist Henry Hertz proved the existence of the radio wave which occurred in nature.
I think that's Heinrich, if my German is correct.
Heinrich Hertz?
Okay, you're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fact.
Was it fact? We're not getting. Oh, it was fact. All right. So question number 2: the radio was invented in 1895.
Yes.
Yeah, I pass on that.
You pass? Okay, I'll take it. I'll say fiction. And I got that so right that it's wrong.
It's fact.
3.
It is fact. The radio was invented by George Marconi?
Marconi. Let's go with Marconi. Fiction. All right. Hey, you're supposed to play.
I know. It's in my mind.
Why don't we give you the next question? So there you go. You can read it out loud.
Read it out loud. Oh, sorry. The invention was called the wireless telegraph.
Fact or fiction?
Fact.
There you go. You got it. What is this, a 3-way tie now?
Radio waves were used to transmit Morse code, huh?
Ooh.
Fact.
Oh, I'm
not gonna miss that one.
Boy, I need a paddle here. All right, next question. Radio waves cannot travel through solid objects. I'll take this one. Fiction.
You just saw me demonstrating that on the radio.
Went back to my high school physics as well. All right.
Want to take this one, Ms. Isaac?
A radio broadcast is a two-way transmission originating from a radio station.
You put your hands up.
I put my hand up, but I'm giving you. I'm gonna let you get. Yeah, I'm giving that one to you. I yield to you.
Fact.
I think it's fiction. Yeah, it's
fiction.
one. Yeah.
In the early 1920s, radio played a very important role in the lives of people and families who would gather around their cabinet, where they spent many hours listening to a variety of shows. Fact.
Fiction. No, it's fiction.
All we had was the radio.
And here we go. Next question on the list. The console. All right. By the 1930s, most households in the US and Europe had at least one radio.
Fact.
I think it's fiction, but we'll find out. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely need a. The next time we do this, we're going to be like Jeopardy style, right? Buzzer.
Yeah.
A sense of humor had to be used to visualize all the characters in their favorite shows. Okay, so Mrs. Isaac Williams, I'm going to yield to you. What do you say? A sense of humor had to be used to visualize all of the characters in their favorite shows that people were listening to on radio.
Fact.
You got it.
I remember when I used to listen to Dumbo Circus on the radio, and I used to visualize how it looked until we got a black and white television.
Okay, no, you're aging yourself here. The only Dumbo Circus that I saw was on the Disney Channel, I think. All right, so I didn't have to visualize. Number 12. The Silver Age of radio was used to describe the glory days of the medium when it was at the height of its popularity. I want to read that again. So the Silver Age of radio was used to describe the glory days of that medium when it was at the height of its popularity. Any takers?
Okay, I'll
It was actually a tie. Did you guys see that? It was a tie.
I want to think that is a fact. So fiction?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
I thought the Silver Age would,
The golden age of radio.
The golden age of radio.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow,
so
that's
the
the
gold
answer.
and not the silver. Okay.
Uh-huh. You got this?
You want to take that with the
Oh,
fancy
wow. Okay, there you go. It's not a fancy pronunciation. Marconi.
Marconi.
In 1906, Marconi shared the Nobel Prize for Physics with Ferdinand Braun, a German, in recognition of their contributions to the development of wireless telegraphy. And I'm going to say 1906 Nobel. I'll say that's fact.
Yeah. Look at you, just bouncing in with your facts. RCA stands for Recording Corporation of America.
Fact.
Ooh, look at her.
When you know
It's a fiction?
the Radio Corporation?
What?
The Radio Corporation of America. Not recording but radio. Interesting.
Radio.
Mrs. Isaac Williams, this is you.
I'm sorry.
This is you.
Oh. NBC stands for the National Broadcasting Company. Okay, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
CBS stands for Columbine Broadcasting System. Fiction. That was a lucky guess.
That was a lucky guess, huh? Cable. I think it's cable.
Who's that? Miss Isaac?
BBC stands for the British Broadcasting Corporation. Fact.
That is a fact. Oh, the Lone Ranger. Where's Tonto? All right. The Lone Ranger series was first produced on radio.
I don't know about this, so I'm not even going to put my hands up.
I know the series, but I've never
I
looked
know,
at it
right?
to
This is the
know
thing.
if
This
it
is a trick
was-
question, isn't it? All right, so let's go. I'm gonna brave this one. So I'm going to say
Look at you.
that it's very difficult to capture. Well, that's Bonanza. That's another thing. Okay, very difficult to do that. So I'll say fiction for that one. Wow, Lone Ranger was first produced on radio.
It was a
Interesting.
fact. So it's a fact?
I'm learning it. Yeah, that's fact.
The Ghost was a name of another radio series. Fact?
Whoa, fiction.
Oh, it was really a ghost, huh?
You're funny, Mrs. Isaac. Mrs. Isaac Williams, this is you.
Pop Harrigan was the name of a children's series. I don't know. Fact?
Ooh,
you got it. You got it. So do we have totals or are we just doing this off and on? So you guys at home, 5.
Oh, she
to
did well.
our guest, 4 to Kortensia, and 3 to
Power
me.
to the women. Jamie,
Well,
you
there you
lost.
go.
We could dance to this.
You know? Yeah,
You're gonna be all right.
I'm not going to tell you anything about the gendered bias of this game today. I won't say that at all. It wouldn't even enter my mind. It'll be like Ghost on the radio. It wasn't there. That being said, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
I'm going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who gonna support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
To Good Morning SKN. That was a fun game of fact or fiction, all about the radio. As previously noted, the younger generation has minimal experience with the radio and what it was like communicating before the internet. So today, as we loosen up, myself and Jamie are going to discuss what it was like when we were growing up without the internet.
Why do people assume that I grew up without the internet? I'm kidding. All right. So, what was it like with radio? What was it like with radio? Well, radio was very, very fascinating. I don't know if you remember this, but gem radio was a thing. I had one of those old radios that you could actually, well, I can't say digits, but like those, the tuning things, right? Like you go across, you got to find the right band, right?
Yeah.
It's not automatic there. And I would go to sleep listening to gem radio. I knew all the songs. I remember, if he's listening, maybe somebody will give him a shout out after this, David Okie Dokie Huggins. I even call the name, right? So yeah, I used to like gem radio a lot because of all the songs that they would play.
Yeah, and they had all the countdowns, and I remember Nicola too. I used to love hearing her voice until I met her. You know, when you visualize people, well, the radio personalities, and then you see a totally different person like Clive Backus. When I met Clive Backus, I was like, that's how you know?
Mr. Backus?
No, because growing up, right, I thought it was like little people, like G.I. Joe. I thought that's how they fit in the radio. I never knew they were in the studio
He's a
until
little
I
bit of a
got
giant,
older.
isn't he? Yeah, he's a little bit of a giant.
I was surprised.
Yeah, Mr. Backus, lots of love to you, yeah.
Plenty love.
This is so funny. All right. So, what about communicating with friends and family without the internet? What was that like?
The old-time telephone. Remember?
Telephone.
Zing,
Oh, that. Yeah. Oh,
zing.
I love those fancy things. Yeah, definitely love those. Postcards was a thing to do.
Yeah, postcards was the jam.
Yeah.
I'm still into postcards, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Letter writing
Yeah.
was a thing to do.
Yeah, because when I moved here, I wrote a lot of letters back to my best friend in
that?
Guyana. So yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
We used to get by communicating without all of this instant thing, this instant gratification, right? Okay. Which has no linkage to IG. Never mind. I'm moving. moving on here.
When did we start using internet though? At what stage in school were you, or?
Oh, it's what? That's a very good question. I was exposed to it probably in third form, I would say.
Okay.
So that was around 1995-ish. Yeah. In the labs more than anything else, before the house.
And
Schools were off of it.
what form of communication were you using with the internet? Let me see if we were on the same page.
I would say email, but yeah, we were in the lab with, I'm gonna call him Terrence because for some reason the last name slips me. Richards, Terry Richards. Yeah.
Mr. Richards and Mr. Mars.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we used to email one another. You know, we just used to give demos. So we're sitting here and you'd be on the other machine and be like, yeah. So email, definitely. What about you?
Messenger. You remember that? When
Oh.
Messenger came up, that was the big thing for us. We felt like, oh my gosh, no, ain't nobody got time for Messenger.
Please.
Which is
I can't keep
sad.
track.
I know.
I can't keep track. Yeah, Messenger. I remember I was with my cousin. She was 2 years old at the time. We had a friend who was studying in Oklahoma, and he was on my contact list. So I would message him. And there was one particular point in time when she was sitting there next to this, what they call dinosaur of a machine now. And, you know, you're going through the dialogue and you're hearing, yeah, I guess it's world radio, so maybe it's related in some level. But that being said, she looked up at me when there were dots on the screen. And she just said to me, and I was so stunned by it, it's loading. I'm like, how do you know that at 2 years old?
They're smart. These kids are smarter.
And that was in 2000. She was 2 at the time. So you can imagine, you know, the younger generation growing up now. This is going to be like a culture shock for them hearing us talk about all these things. Like, for example, studying without the internet.
Yeah.
How
Oh
do you
my
do that?
God, the big books, the library time. Hey, but it was, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because people don't do that now. The poor library probably begging somebody to come sit in the cubicle, in the seats, you know?
Listen, the library needs to be modern. I'm putting it out there, okay? Ebook rentals, whatever you do. You need to get modernized because you can. Yeah, people like print and all that stuff. I'm not one of those because if I have to walk around with a big bag like we used to do,
Oh my God,
lucky
Jenny, your bag
you.
was big.
Oh
bag was
my gosh,
The
I don't
textbooks
know.
The textbooks.
Remember, they used to make us come to school with all of these teachers, and you're doing like 8 periods, and they're like, bring your books to school with you, bring your textbooks. Now,
Textbooks
your
as
textbook
well.
is literally like this thick for like 2 or 3,
my
especially if you're
gosh.
doing the sciences.
And then your book, and then your geometry set, and then your calculator. We took so many things to school, and I'm sure these kids are just taking a tablet now that has all of these features, including an encyclopedia.
It depends if they're allowed to use it, because some schools, the rules may
schools-
change.
okay.
I remember when cell phones came out. Cell phones were a thing, and they're like, oh, no, you can't use your cell phone in class,
Yeah.
especially with the internet, right? It's like,
Yeah.
no cheating going on here. But look, back to those book bags. Yeah, I have a pet. Not a bone to pick with you people who made me bring books. It's a good thing I was living in town. We had 8 periods, and my bag would be so heavy, I would literally just like go home for lunch to change books and eat, and have to walk again for another 10 to 15 minutes with that thing over my back. And you younger people are smarter now. They're wheeling things.
Yeah, look at that. We really had to endure, huh?
Yeah, we did.
We had to endure. What about the newspaper, though? What did you find interesting?
Didn't like the newspaper as much. What I liked was Time magazine, and I had a teacher who used to give us old ones, and I also subscribed to it when you could do that. And I cringed at the thought that they, stopped doing that publication where you could subscribe. But Time magazine was one of those that I would literally read like just about every other day. Signed up for BBC notifications, so thank God for the internet. When we had the internet, that was when we had the internet. Before we had the internet, I wasn't reading any newspaper. No, couldn't get me to read black and white. No.
But I read the newspaper for CXC questions and also for the comics at the back. Dick Tracy.
They had CXC questions. And, okay, I'm getting an education here, guys. Hey, guys, if you want people to read your newspaper, perhaps you should put some CXC questions in that.
Did you resist the internet or technology when it first came around?
Did I resist the internet or technology?
I did.
How do you resist the internet or technology?
I did.
Tell me
I
how
did
you resist the
not
internet or
want to.
technology.
I got a cell phone as a present and I gave it away. Yeah, then eventually I took it on. And remember back then the cell phones didn't have on internet. It was the big clunky Nokia. Remember the big heavy?
Yeah, I do remember
the dinosaur that you could drop and it's fine. Yeah. So I resisted it.
But they were cool though. I remember seeing those guys with the guys on the racetracks, the NASCARs and so on. It's like, oh, you got this. I remember bringing a Nextel home, thinking that maybe it can work here. The thing was so clunky, could not work here. I didn't know what I was talking about. I also remember bringing a modem that I got from the U.S. here, and I went to a company which I will not name.
Don't name.
And I asked, can this work? Can this work? The guy runs me out. He's like, no, it can't work. And then the other guys in the room were like, you idiot, what are you doing? Call back, because they want to see what the technology is like and so on. So I went back and they told me no, but then, who knows, maybe I'm responsible for some of the research that you guys have done that gives you better internet. So thank you, I'm coming to claim what is mine.
I mentioned what my first phone was. What was your first phone?
My first phone, I think it was a Motorola. Yes, I do remember it. I actually had it up until maybe about 3 or 4 years ago when I threw it away. I'm a bit of a, I don't know what it is. I like to hold on to those. Nah, too much. No.
eBay, Rich Times.
Nobody's going to want that. That was just about 15 years ago. Nobody's going to want that at all.
They on eBay have collector of various phones. Maybe somebody would have put that in a nice glass case.
You know what I'm saving? And we talked about this before. I'm saving my video cassette recorder. That's at home. I'm saving the episodes of The Simpsons, which I wish I had, which used to be at home. It's not there anymore. I'm saving I have a Discman that I'm saving. I don't have the Walkman anymore, but that Discman survived with me through very cold winters in December when the only thing I had to keep me warm was Celine Dion and my headphones, right? Who else could talk?
But do you realize though, you mentioned the Jetsons.
Yeah.
The Jetsons basically showed us everything that was going to happen now.
Yeah.
Because we see the TV pop up, like how the rich have their TV pop up from the floor. Look at all of that. They have meetings.
Hey, pretty soon we're going to be hosting this show as holograms. We're not even going to be here, and you guys will see us. Can we try that tomorrow?
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work at all.
So when we didn't have the internet, what did we do in our pastimes?
Oh, easy. Marbles.
Oh, marbles.
Yeah.
Hopscotch. Skipping rope.
Mississippi. You got it.
Yeah,
you got it. You guys know what Mississippi is, by the way? Can we take a poll? Who knows what Mississippi is? Let me know. Yeah. Not where Mississippi is, and not that it's a state in the U.S. Do you know the game Mississippi?
Imagine Mississippi and jumping all the way up to the arms. We exercised. We did plenty outside.
Yeah, we did. We had to. We also got exercise with the book bags. That's another story altogether. Yeah, but it was fun. I remember playing hand tennis.
Oh, yes, in the garage. And then you're looking at the garage and thinking it was that big then. And now you step in that garage and you'd be like, this is where we used to be playing tennis in?
Right. You guys who are in Vassar High, when you were on the old compound, would probably remember we had this little carve out at the back of the class. And we just used to stay there after school and play. And I think I remember Waylon Vaughn, who was the deputy principal at some point, coming up to watch us play, maybe even hitting a ball or two with us. Yeah. So that was cool. You know, you guys in 4G1 doing what you got to do, enjoying, letting out the stress. Yeah, now it's just the internet, and you're like, you can even shop on the internet. You just swipe your finger. That's the exercise you get. You just swipe. It's good, it's bad. But guess what we want you to do? We want you to swipe to like.
Yes.
Right? Studio 327 Inc. So use your fingers in a good way for Studio 327 Inc. and Good Morning SKN, right?
Yeah.
And we're grateful that we have the internet because we're being told that you guys are watching us all around the world. So let us know where you are. I'm still waiting to see the sunrise, though. I don't know why I haven't seen the sunrise yet.
And we're still waiting for the responses of what is in your cup and cereal before the milk or milk after the cereal.
Oh, we know. You lost that one. Definitely milk before. Definitely milk before.
No, after.
Oh, I'm seeing head shaking.
Like, which comes first, the chickens or the eggs?
That's a trick question because Adam and Eve came before the baby, so trick question if you look at it that way. Just saying. All right, that being said, we're going to take a break now where we continue to argue which came first, and you guys won't see that, but you'll see a whole lot of other things at Studio 327 Inc. on social media. Go check it out. We'll be back in a moment.
Sometime back there, my friend them Cluster and Carol give me a gift certificate to go Nature's Touch Spa at New Road Housing Development. Buy one of the best full body massage I ever get. They also do facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, prenatal massage, body scrubs, even house scars. Now I hear every Tuesday you could get a full body massage for only $100. I say what? I call one time and book an appointment. 465-2733, 664-2126, 663-0650.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. So yesterday was Valentine's Day. That was really special. But today is also equally special for, wait for it, my grandmother.
Oh.
I know she watches the show just about every day. So I thought of, wishing you a happy birthday in a very special way.
Aww.
Here she is in the middle with my aunt to her left, my Aunt Marion, and my cousin, larger-than-life Kaylor, and there was my grandmother Myrtle in the middle. Happy 79th birthday to you.
Happy
Lots
birthday,
of
Grandma.
love to you. Yeah. When the guys saw the pictures this morning, they were like, she doesn't look 79.
Exactly. I was just
behind.
about to say the same thing. Look at Grandma's hair. Look at Grandma's face. Grandma's glowing. Look at Grandma. 79 where? 70 fine.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna coin that from now on. All right. So happy birthday. All right. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope to see you soon. All right. So yeah, interesting stuff. Birthdays. Are you big on birthdays?
I am.
Mm-hmm. I'm not so big.
But I think the older I get, the more relaxed I'm getting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the birthdays.
You're getting mellow now.
Yeah.
So you've done all the partying and all the other things when you were
I
younger.
changed my hair color at 30. I had blonde and brown. I went to St. Vincent's. I went to Beckwith. I did a photo shoot in the botanical gardens at St. Vincent's. So yeah.
Guys, we've got our own model as a co-host. Hello. Hello. We're going to do a fashion shoot at some point, right? I'm giving you guys ideas. So you know what? Vote. Let me know if you want to see Kortensia do a photo shoot here.
Vote.
Oh, look at this year. You got that. All right. So a while back, we pleaded, we begged for you to send us some photos of the sunrise wherever you watch Good Morning SKN in the world. And yeah, we got a whopping response from what is it, one person?
Wow.
So far.
Come on,
because
guys.
we're continuing that plea.
Come on,
we're continuing
guys.
that plea. So we got a response from one person.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
The colors.
That's S Crazy Tube or Scrazy Tube? Scrazy Tube. Thank you, Scrazy Tube. That is a gorgeous photo. Look at that.
It is.
My God.
I'm trying to figure out where in sync is that is. It gives me a little of.
That looks like Frigate Bay, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to pinpoint
Yeah.
if it's Calypso Bay because that's gorgeous.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it. Tropical sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get anything better than that. It's in our logo anyway, the sunrise. And you guys out there watching that right now, you're probably going to be jealous that you didn't send us your photos so that you could get the shout outs too. So do that. At Studio
You still have the
327.
opportunity too, so make good use of it. Send us those photos.
Yeah, we want to know where you're watching, and that's a gorgeous shot. Thank you again. Thank you, guys.
And we also want the photos of the cereal before the milk or the milk before the cereal.
You won't get that
and
up with
what
you.
is in your cup in the morning? My first cup in the morning is coffee with a lemon. When I get to work, it's peppermint tea, no sugar. So what's in your cup? Come on.
You can't say that after yesterday, though. there was lots of chocolate yesterday.
Lots of chocolate, which we counteracted with some water.
We counteract. You didn't eat any other sugar for the day, did you?
No.
Okay.
I actually got more chocolates from my husband for Valentine's.
I was about to
Still-
ask. Yeah.
I did not touch any. No. No.
Not after that. We had a lot of sweetness in the studio yesterday. Not that we don't make it sweet every day.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, there's a lot of sweetness here. Yeah. Some of us are still celebrating. You guys can't see this, but if I had a camera, I'll show you the red in the studio right now. Yeah, love the red that I'm seeing, by the way. Love the red. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kortensia's smiling. Kortensia's smiling. All right, so that being said, guys, what else do we have for you today? You know, we really want to let you know how much we appreciate you guys and that you can reach us, you know, on social media.
Yeah.
Studio 327 Inc. Share it with your friends. Like and
Yeah.
subscribe because it's important. We know that you watch, but we definitely want you to like and subscribe as well.
Yeah. And
All
let
right.
us know where you're liking and subscribing and watching from.
And while we're at it, not only do we want the pictures of the sun, but Kortensia wants the pictures of the chicken or the egg. She's not letting that go.
Cereal before the milk. Cereal before the milk. Not the
wants
milk
to
and then the
know.
cereal.
She wants to know which came first.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I tell you, this is my theory. Because that used to perplex me for so many years. It's just like, you know, chicken or the egg, chicken or the egg. And you're thinking,
What is the egg?
you think so?
Yeah, the egg has to come before the chicken.
Is that what happened with humans?
Yes. No, oh my God, no.
Oh,
You got me
you got me. You got me. Exactly. Somebody had to be there to take care of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're working with that. We're working with that.
Yeah, we are.
So, hey, so
A final segment already?
this is the final segment already? Did you see that I was like, no, it can't be. It can't be. Where did the time go? All right, so this is our final segment of the day. And here we go.
It's what
We're looking
happened.
at what's happening.
Yep. Celebrate with Infamous. Green Valley Pub presents Celebrate with Infamous on the 19th of February 2022 from 10 p.m. until. There will be musical entertainment by DJ Shaggy, Jed Sounds, Hellfire International, Grandmasters Band, DJ Toby, and Selector Bobby. Admission, a mere $20. You're getting to celebrate with a famous Infamous.
I need you to say that again. I want
Until Thursday, the 17th February. Then thereafter, just a little upsies to $30 on Friday and Saturday at the Green Valley Pub and BCA on Central Street. Celebrate with Infamous at Green Valley Pub, Aeon. So you going?
You are the Vanna White to Infamous's Pat Sajak. You know that, right? A little uppy. Yeah, interesting. All right, so here I get this one again. This is so interesting. I swear you guys know that I love animals on some level, or I just like to laugh. You guys want me to laugh again like I did the other day? Because I don't know if you do, but anyway, based on this, I almost did. I know, seriously. Hey, it's Paint Your Pet, the Valentine's edition. So Miss Sue will be hosting another Paint Your Pet event.
By popular demand, she's
It's
back.
another one.
Yeah,
Another Paint Your
DJ
Pet
Khaled.
event. But this time, it's a Valentine's edition, all right? So on February 16th, February 16th, starting at 5 p.m. at Michael's Burgers. complimentary champagne will be served, and there will also be heart stencils to embellish your creations. That's awesome. So maybe the next time Kortensia and I make cards, you can borrow those heart stencils.
Yeah.
Just kidding, by the way.
No, but we
All
can.
Right. Yeah, message Miss Sue to reserve your space. To do this, you will need to send a picture of your pet and payment of EC $135 with a credit card. So, do we have any pictures of, my posing with Marley yesterday? Can I pretend that Marley's my pet and I can go out? Marley is such an adorable dog. All right, so you send your payment, picture with your pet, payment of EC $135, and Miss Sue will draw your pet on the canvas and help you paint it. She'll help you paint it too. That's nice.
Look at that.
So
we
that we can
basically
actually
have to do nothing. Just be there with our pet.
Well, she's gonna help, but that's better than we have here because every time I do anything artistic, I question whether it is artistic. And I'm just gonna leave it there. So share the love with your furry pal. And you know what? I think we asked for this though. We'd asked people if they had pets, and they did anything special with their pets for Valentine's Day, you could send us your pets as well. Let's do this. Yeah. So you can send your pets in, etc. We're gonna take a little break and we'll be back in a moment. So stay tuned, everyone.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake."
Has anyone ever touched you here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
And we're back on Good Morning SKN as we continue with what is happening. So here, the kids are not left out. So Sasha the Artist is offering art painting kits for kids for just $65 EC or $24 US. You can get 2 mini canvases, paint, cup brush, plate, an example, sheet or book, and a whole lot of excitement. So parents, let's not leave the kids out. Let's start to nurture our Picassos.
Yeah, that's a plug. That's such a plug. That's such a plug. Keep going.
So show your children love by giving them a painting kit. Purchase online via SashaTheArtistStudio.com.
Oh, so that website definitely worth checking out. Yep. Sasha the Artist.
Sasha the Artist. Yeah.
Sasha the Artist Studio.com. Artist Studio, yes, yeah. Singular.
Sasha is who actually made me into the Picasso that I am today.
Oh wow, yeah. Interesting. You got to give credit where credit's due.
Amen.
All right, so let's see what else is on what's happening. Otley's Level Radio Tower hike. So this is coming up on February 19th at 6 a.m. JB's Hike Club will be hiking to Otley's Level/Radio Tower. So interested persons are asked to gather at the Fairview Inn parking lot at 5:40 a.m. Hey, maybe when you're there, you can capture pictures of the sunrise and send them to us.
Look at that. Yes, please do.
Take your cameras, take your phones, do whatever you need to. Just send us the photos, okay? So there is a cost of EC $30, which will cover the cost of light refreshments and a tour guide. So contact Janelle Boone on Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp at 665-9737. All right, so hey, inviting you to join them as they enjoy hiking in the outdoors to Otley's, or West Farm, I guess it's for your West Farm. So where the radio towers are, enjoying nature and knowledge along with good company.
Isn't it coincidental that we spoke about radios and then they're going to radio towers?
No, guess not.
We
Hey,
are having some great coincidences on Good Morning SKN.
am I supposed to be looking forward to a chicken coming in here tomorrow? Because we've done the egg thing. We've actually done the egg thing, I
No,
think.
the egg will roll in.
Oh, boy.
And then the chicken.
Wouldn't that be something, though, if we saw chicken on a leash?
Oh, my.
Don't ask me where I get these thoughts from.
No.
If we saw chicken on a leash coming in here, this would be a whole lot of fun. Do you think he'd do any tricks?
Maybe he'll dance.
All right.
Or maybe he'll sing.
Maybe the chicken sings?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Cluck.
Cluck. Oh, no, don't do that. Stop her, please. I beg you. I can imagine our social media just going like, huh? Stop. All right, guys. We really want to say thank you for stopping by today to join us for what has been another interesting, fun, altogether wacky edition of Good Morning SKN with Kortensia and me. What was your favorite segment? I know we like to do this, but what do you think was the fun part of today, really? I think I know what it was for you.
What?
The radio lady. I'm going to call her the radio lady. Can I do that?
Why did you think that? But Miss Isa gave me a great idea. Radio in my handbag.
Radio in your handbag.
Radio in my handbag. So in case of emergencies, I got my radio in my handbag. But first, I got to go get my license. Not my lover's license, but my radio license. Yeah. So you see that?
Oh, you're linking everything, aren't you? You're linking everything. Lucine into Matt. Well, yeah, she was on the road anyway.
She
so
is one memorable guest. She's never going to be forgotten.
The lady in red.
Lady in red.
Telling you to stay safe.
Yep.
Because you know what? This is Valentine's week, Valentine's month.
Yeah.
Although the day is over, the cautionary tales never get old.
Continue.
So hey, you need to do that, right?
365.
Yep. Or if you're like me and you're into science, 365 and a quarter is where we get the leap year from. Just being technical. All right, ignore me. Exactly. Yeah, well, we definitely want to thank you guys for stopping by on Good Morning SKN. Appealing to you, of course, to follow us because following us is important.
Please do.
So
on all of our social media platforms.
all, capital
These
letters.
include Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and even TikTok at Studio 327 Inc.
So you get to like, subscribe, and follow us. You get to send us a picture of all those fascinating things that you've done for Valentine's Day.
Including, your celebrations from yesterday.
I was looking out for, when Turkey Killer was here, Turkey Killer said, he might do a shoot for Valentine's Day. So what you guys don't know is that I mentioned it on air, and Kortensia actually sent me the photos. So I saw Turkey Killer's photos for Valentine's Day. I won't ruin it for you. Perhaps if we get permission, we might be able to show them later on. If not, well, hey, you know where to find him, right? He's the one, the only Turkey Killer. That being said, leave us a comment and tell us what topics and guests you'd like to see on Good Morning SKN next. And we're going to say, see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
When you wake up with us.
To start
Good Morning SKN. Bye, guys.
Bye for now, guys.